Hi there, this is Becca with Restoration Counseling. Just wanted to bring you another video as you're evaluating whether process group would be a good fit for you. I know in the first video I just kind of briefly went over what process group is, and in this video I wanted to explain a little bit more kind of the areas that we focus on within process group and the outcomes you can experience through participation in a group. My hope is that this will help you kind of determine whether it's a good fit for you and whether it's something that you want to move forward with at this time. So if I think about, the growth that people experience through process group, it ends up showing up on two different categories. So it's either being oriented, so who I am as a person begins to grow and change, or doing oriented and kind of what I'm able to accomplish, what I'm able to do begins to grow and change. And the way that we experience growth in those areas is through healing in relationship on three different fronts. So it's relationship with myself, relationship with others, and relationship with God. And so as we press into kind of healing and growing in those areas, then we experience positive growth and change and outcomes within those two bigger categories. So a couple examples for those kind of relationship categories. It would be something like relationship with yourself, where you realize, man, I'm not very kind to myself. Like my inner voice is really pretty harsh, kind of holds me back from taking risks or taking steps and doing something new. Or maybe it, beats me up when I have any kind of limitations or when I have any kind of human mistakes. And that can be really difficult, can really hinder our ability to operate at our full capacity. And then relationship with others. So maybe it's that you have a really difficult boss and you're kind of trying to figure out, how do I navigate that in a better way as much as I can on my end. Or maybe there's a lot of tension or dissatisfaction within a relationship with a spouse or with a family member. And again, you're trying to figure out, how can I do the best I can to grow and change on my end? Because I can't control what they are willing to do, but I can try to navigate it the best that I can. And then lastly, we've got relationship with God. And oftentimes we know things such as, that He's good. We know things in our head, but our experience of them or our ability to believe them kind of at a really deep level can be hindered in a lot of different ways. And so usually process group attacks relationship on those three fronts in order to experience gains in those two bigger categories of the being or the doing aspects of ourself. And so what that can look like, those gains can show up in a variety of ways, such as increased connection. So oftentimes we're isolated or we're withdrawn, and that never is good for flourishing. Or maybe we're going to experience increased competence in a certain area because we can take risks and we can pursue mastering something that we weren't able to before. Maybe it's that we have an increased capacity to navigate conflict or to navigate hard conversations because of our work in process group. Or maybe we experience an increase in confidence and we are able to try new things and be okay if they don't go perfectly. We're maybe able to initiate in ways that we weren't able to before. Or maybe it's that just our character as a whole, we're more congruent, we're more able to kind of live in alignment with our values, and kind of our internal world and our external world are matching, because many times they're not. And so it gives us an opportunity to experience growth and gains in that area as well. So hopefully this gives a little bit of a picture of kind of the areas of focus that we tend to address within process group, as well as kind of the ways that focusing on those areas can improve either who you are as a person or what you're able to accomplish. Because the hope is that we help you kind of be who you want to be, who you would feel good about being, so that you can create the life that you would feel good about as well. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, I would love to speak with you. I'm doing free consultations for anyone who's interested in process group. And so feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to kind of talk through what you're looking for and whether this would be a good step for you to pursue that growth or that change. So thanks so much for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you.